Hello, my internet fans. Welcome again to another. Then hopefully this might be the last one for a while. If the Oklahoma City Thunder can finish out the series and take home the NBA title as we are presenting and watching along Game 6 of the 2025 NBA Finals. Could be the last one. Or if the Pacers decide to buckle down and play their hearts out, we could go on to Game 7 on Saturday, I believe. Let me confirm that real quick, even though I should have before I started going today. Sunday, June 22nd. Was potentially Game 7. And there is Tyrese Halliburton walking in. He has been diagnosed with a calf strain. He will be playing tonight. He's got some kind of sleeve on his calf, on his right calf. But he has said that he will play tonight. As long as he said, as long as I can walk, I can play. He's going to handle his business tonight in Indianapolis. In the meantime, let's finish off the final page of the 2024-2025 NHL season by officially giving the last bit from ESPN on how the Florida Panthers are now back-to-back champions. The story from ESPN, written by the Associated Press. Headline reads, "Back-to-back Cats. Panthers repeat as Stanley Cup champions by beating the Oilers in 6 games. Dateline, Sunrise, Florida. Stanley's stay in South Florida is getting extended. The Florida Panthers repeated as Stanley Cup champions by beating the Edmonton Oilers 5-1 in Game 6 of the final on Tuesday night, becoming the NHL's first back-to-back winners since Tampa Bay in 2020 and 2021, and the third team to do it this century. Sam Reinhart scored 4 goals, becoming just the 6th player in league history and first since Maurice Richard in 1957 to get that many in a game in the final. His third to complete the hat trick sent rats along with hats flying onto the ice. Matthew Tkachuk, one of the faces of the franchise, fittingly scored the cup clincher. More rats were part of the victory celebration when the clock hit 0. Panthers players mobbed in the corner while the Oilers watched in dismay. Quote, "Good evening, South Florida. It feels like we just did this," said Commissioner Gary Bettman just before presenting the trophy to Captain Alexander Barkov. Sergei Bobrovsky stopped 28 of the 29 shots he faced, closing the door on a rematch with the same end result. The only goal came from fellow Russian Vasily Podkolzin in garbage time, long after the outcome was decided, and the NHL put a bow on a remarkable season that included Alex Ovechkin's milestone as the all-time leading goal scorer and Olympics-like buzz around the Four Nations tournament in February. There were chants of "We want the cup" as the final moments ticked away. The Panthers already had it. Now they get to keep it. Not long after the Lightning made 3 trips to the final in a row, Florida has done the same thing and now has the makings of a dynasty. The Panthers have won 11 of 12 playoff series since Tkachuk arrived by trade and Paul Maurice took over as coach in the summer of 2022. The only time they have been on the wrong side of a handshake line was the final in Vegas in 2023, only after several key players were banged up and gutting through significant injuries. From the core of Tkachuk, Reinhart, Barkov, and Sam Bennett on down the roster, they were much healthier this time around and were boosted by key trade deadline additions Brad Marchand and Seth Jones. Bennett led all goal scorers this postseason with 15, and Marchand had 6 in the final alone. Bennett won the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP. Barkov handed the cup to first-time champion Nate Schmidt, and all the others winning it for the first time got it soon after. Getting depth contributions from throughout the lineup allowed them to overpower Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and the Oilers, who struggled with Florida's ferocious forecheck and switched goaltenders multiple times in the final. Stuart Skinner got the nod in Game 6 and was again done in by mistakes in front of him that ended with the puck in the net behind him and had his own blunder on Reinhardt's second goal. McDavid tried to take over but was again stymied by Barkov, Jones, and Bobrovsky. He finished with 7 points in his second career trip to the final, again denied his first title. The Panthers spent more time leading during this Stanley Cup final than any previous team in history. 255 minutes and 49 seconds minutes in all. 255-49 minutes in all. Canada's Stanley Cup drought reached 31 seasons and 32 years, dating to Montreal in 1993. Teams in the U.S. Sunbelt have won it 5 of the past 6 times, 4 of them in Florida. This run through Tampa Bay in 5 games, Toronto in 7, Carolina in 5, and Edmonton in 6 showed how clinical the Panthers have become under Maurice, who has coached more NHL games than everyone except Scotty Bowman and is now a 2-time champion. So is Marchand, who last hoisted the cup in 2011 with the Boston Bruins. The 14-year gap is the 3rd longest in league history, just shy of 16 for Chris Chelios from 1986 to 2002 and 15 for Mark Ricci from 91 to 2006. So that officially closes the book on the season. We'll show let me bring up the winning graphic again that popped up on social media. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. And we'll see if the Thunder can raise the O'Brien Trophy tonight. Again, if not, Game 7 is Sunday night. And it is in Oklahoma City. As tip-off is reaching 32 minutes exactly. And again, the yawns begin. It's been another stormy day here in Sevier County, to the point where the Tennessee-North Carolina border on the I-40 is going to be shut down for 2 weeks. So that's a thing. We get flash flooding and heavy downpours in a regular. The NBA draft is in 6 days. It's a 2-day event. Right now, I do not have plans to cover that. SGA showing and giving autographs to the Oklahoma faithful that have made their way to Indianapolis. He's got a fast autograph. Very fast autograph indeed. Basketball news. This news dropped yesterday at 4:49 p.m. Through ESPN, written by, and I'm apologetic if I am mispronouncing your name, Shams Charania. Headline: Bus family to sell Lakers to Mark Walter for $10 billion valuation. The Bus family is entering into an agreement to sell majority ownership of the Los Angeles Lakers to Mark Walter for a franchise valuation of approximately $10 billion, sources told ESPN on Wednesday, the highest ever for a U.S. professional sports franchise. The Bus family will keep a minority share of the team, just over 15%, for a period of time. In addition, Jeannie Buss will remain the Lakers' governor and continue to run the team for at least a number of years, sources with knowledge of the deal told ESPN's Ramona Shelburne. It was guaranteed as part of the agreement that Buss would remain in charge for the foreseeable future, and Walter fully endorsed this plan, according to sources. Walter, the CEO and chairman of diversified holding company TWG Global, has been a stakeholder in the Lakers since 2021 when he purchased Phil Anschut's share of 26%. That also was when Walter received a right of first refusal on the majority share of the team. Walter and TWG Global have interests in multiple professional sports organizations, including the Los Angeles Dodgers, Los Angeles Sparks, Premier League club Chelsea, and the Professional Women's Hockey League. And through TWG Motorsports, Walter owns several auto racing teams, including Cadillac Formula One. The Lakers have been owned by the Buss family since 1979, when Jerry Buss purchased the franchise from Jack Kent Cooke in a $67.5 million transaction that also included the Los Angeles Kings and the Forum. Since 1980, the Lakers have won 11 championships, the most by any NBA team during that span. When Buss died in 2013, ownership of the Lakers went into a trust controlled by his 6 children, who all worked for the Lakers in various capacities for several years. An agreement was struck in 2017 calling for Jeannie Buss to serve as controlling owner, ending a battle that included her going to court after her brothers Jim and Johnny called for a board meeting that she interpreted as a challenge to her power, shortly after she removed Jim Buss as the Lakers' executive vice president of basketball operations. The intended sale to Walter was approved by the Buss siblings through a majority vote. Sources told Shelburne that Lakers star Luka Doncic, acquired in the blockbuster February trade that sent Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks, was given a short heads-up on the purchase agreement. Franchise legend Magic Johnson, a business partner of Walters and someone close to Jeannie Buss, endorsed the move in a series of social media posts noting Lakers fans should be ecstatic. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts said news of the sale to Walter marks a very exciting day for the Lakers and for the city of Los Angeles. Johnson said he is certain Jeannie Buss made the deal only after being convinced that Walter will do right by the Lakers. Walter, known for shunning the spotlight, is also the CEO of the financial services firm Guggenheim Partners, which is estimated to have more than $325 billion in assets. Johnson is among Guggenheim's investors. The Lakers have been in the control of the Buss family for 46 years, the longest ownership of any current NBA franchise. Herb Simon bought the Indiana Pacers in 1983, the second longest current ownership of an NBA club. The impending Lakers sale was preceded by 2 of Jeannie Buss's closest confidants in the NBA governors community agreeing to sales for their team in the past 2 years. Mark Cuban sold a majority stake in the Mavericks for $3.5 billion in 2023, and Wyc Grousbeck agreed to sell the Boston Celtics to Bill Chisholm for $6.1 billion about 3 months ago. The Celtics sale is not yet finalized, pending final approval by the NBA's Board of Governors. That board is scheduled to meet in Las Vegas next month. $10 billion with a B dollars. The Buss family is going, they can sit back and retire for $10 billion. Unbelievable. $10 billion. Oh, look at the little baby there, right on the court. All right, I am going to turn off my closed captioning. In fact, Yankees beat Angels to snap 6. Why am I not surprised? Tip-off is now 24 minutes and 40 seconds away. What would winning the NBA title mean for SGA? It completes the set, really. He's already the MVP, of the league. He could get the Finals MVP. I mean, he started out strong, scoring points, and then kind of dipped down a little bit, but came back up. And $10 billion is only 51% of the team. Well, let's take a look and bring up the NBA. What else we got? What other stories are in the NBA? Halliburton is going to play. Let's get that story out of the way. We've already confirmed that, but we'll just read the story here. Jamal Collier, as of 7 o'clock, as of an hour ago, Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton will play in Game 6 of the NBA Finals on Thursday night. Coach Rick Carlisle announced Halliburton had been a game-time decision after he strained his right calf in Game 5, but the team put him through a strength test during a team walkthrough a few hours before the contest, which Carlisle said he came through well. There's no set minutes limit, Carlisle said prior to the game. We will watch and monitor things very closely from the beginning of the game through the entirety of the game, and we'll go from there. During his pregame warm-up before Game 6, he wore a gray compression sleeve on his right leg, which sat just below his knee. He had been dealing with a lower right leg injury throughout the series, but the calf strain worsened in Game 5, although he remained in the game to play 34 minutes. However, Halliburton did not score a field goal and tied a playoff career low with 4 points as Indiana dropped the contest. Halliburton is averaging 15 points, 7.2 assists, and 6.2 rebounds. The Pacers, they're getting a little pregame prayer or pregame huddle. "22 minutes exactly as the team makes their way out to the court for final warm-up. 13 minutes and 45 seconds left before pregame festivities. Halliburton with a big smile on his face, hoping to keep the Pacers alive so that they'll play on Sunday night. Just checking my schedule here. Yep, I worked that morning, so everything is fine. All right, what else do we have in the news? Again, the draft is coming up, but unfortunately, I do not have plans to cover the NBA draft. If the NBA Finals do end tonight, I think we did have talks to cover maybe the All-Star game or the Home Run Derby. Those plans have not been finalized either. So it's all up in the air. I do know for certain, and this will be in October, absolutely for certain, World Series coverage 2025. I'll be covering that, but that's not going to be until the fall. I just want to get through the summer right now. That's basically what I want to get through. Oh yeah, this story I wanted to. I briefly talked with Dory Lou about this. I brought this story up to her while we were out doing some errands. Now I won't go. I won't go into detail. I won't read this one all the way through because I'm also questioning, why this is a story. But rookie quarterback Shadar Sanders for the Cleveland Browns has been cited twice in Ohio for driving too fast, being allegedly clocked at 100 miles an hour, doing 101 miles an hour in a 60 and doing 91 in a 65. Um, as if all the news stories regarding him during the draft were a thing. I mean, he is the son of a famous football player, just like Bronny James is LeBron James's son. Of course, Bronny had a heart attack or had a heart issue, had to go, and he's battled his way back. I don't know if I should be wasting my time worrying about what a rookie quarterback does in his spare time driving a car that fast. I'm just a little curious as to why it is a news story. It really, but it happened. He'll get his day in court. He can, like everybody does, that gets cited or arrested or charged with crimes. They'll answer to it eventually. But it was just one of those stories, I guess, that one of those stories. All right, still got some time before tip-off. Let's take a look and see what's happening today in baseball. Let's see, a lot of games are being played right now. Earlier today, the Twins defeated the Reds 12-5, and ESPN just announced that the Yankees defeated the Angels, snapping a 6-game losing streak. The Nationals had to go into extra innings to beat the Rockies, and the Tigers defeated the Pirates 9-2, and the Cardinals defeated the White Sox, and the Brewers defeated the Cubs, the Royals defeated the Rangers, the Diamondbacks defeated the Blue Jays, and the Giants defeated the Guardians. There's only 2 games left that will start later tonight. The Astros play the Athletics, and the Padres play the Dodgers. Right now, there's no score between the Orioles and the Rays. They're in the bottom of the third. The Mets are leading the Braves 1-0. They're in the bottom of the fourth. The Phillies and Marlins are tied at 1. They're at the top of the 8th. Pirates and Tigers are tied at 4. They're in a doubleheader. They're in game 2. Cardinals and White Sox are also in a doubleheader. They are tied 6-6. What kind of a performance will Jalen Williams have tonight? He did 40 in game 5. Let's take a look at the betting. Yeah, I know I'm leaving ESPN, but I want to see what ESPN Bet has to say on tonight's NBA. Oklahoma City is a -220. Pacers are a +180. The spread is 5.5 points. The Thunder are favored by 5.5. And let's see what the analysts are going to pick. They've picked the Thunder every game except for, I think, one. Jalen Williams, 25 or more points will net you plus 115. I think he can do that. Believe me, if I could afford that, I would make that bet. And as far as the parlays, there is a parlay on ESPN. If SGA scores over 33.5 points and Jalen Williams goes under 23.5 points, and Halliburton has 2.5 turnovers on the money, that pays out at a little bit below plus 442. They even have one that says if SGA scores more than 10 points, 10 or more in the first quarter, Halliburton has 2 assists in the first quarter. And if the Dodgers and the Padres just score a run in the first inning, that will pay almost 6-1. Ooh, wow. This one's a 7-player where Siakam, Turner, McConnell, Toppin, Nemard, Nesmith, and Maturin each have to have 10 or more points. Was that Stephen A. Smith's daughter? I don't know. If those 7 players each have more than 10 points and you place a bet on that, that pays just under 15-1. I'm looking for the insane ones. Here's one. This pays out 21-1 if Siakam has 25 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals or more. 25 or more total points, 8 or more rebounds, 5 or more total assists, and 3 or more steals and blocks. That pays 21 to odd. Here's the big one. Offering 47-24. If Jalen Williams scores the first, if Hartenson records the first rebound, and SGA records the first assist. If all 3 of those happen and you place that bet, a $10 bet will pay $472.36. That could all be ruined on the first shot. And they're showing the trip and the fall, and that's probably what aggravated Halliburton's calf. And there's that gray compression sleeve that he was wearing during practice or warm-ups. Was that Jimmy Fallon? I got look like Jimmy Fallon there. Richard Jefferson, Mike Breen, and Doris Burke officially welcoming the official kickoff. The kickoff. The tip-off. Bets galore. And how far away are we from football season? September 4th. So we're 2.5 months away. Preseason starts July 31st as the Lions play the Chargers in the Hall of Fame game. Rule changes. The following rule changes for the 2025 season were approved at the NFL owners meeting on March 30th to April 2nd. The kickoff rules approved on a trial basis in 2024 were made permanent with the below change. This is all off of Wikipedia. The receiving team will now receive the ball at its 35-yard line if the kick sails into or beyond the end zone for a touchback. Previously, this was the 30-yard line. The receiving team will still receive the ball at its 20-yard line on a touchback if the ball bounces into the end zone. Both teams will have a chance to possess the ball in overtime, aligning regular season and postseason overtime rules. Unlike in the postseason, regular season overtime will remain limited to 10 minutes. Replay rules were expanded, allowing replay officials to advise on-field officials on specific objective aspects of a play and to address game administration issues. The nose wipe gesture was added to the list of acts that will draw an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of 15 yards. What the? That's unsportsmanlike conduct? What isn't unsportsmanlike conduct anymore? The Sony Hawkeye system will be used for virtual line-to-game measurements instead of the chain crew, who will still be used as a secondary system for first downs. Okay. The following rule change for the 2025 season was approved at the Spring League meetings on May 20th or 21st. Teams can declare an onside kick at any point when trailing. Previously, this could only be done in the fourth quarter and can line up 1 yard closer to the opponent. Nothing about the tush push yet, which I don't think is going to be touched. The nose wipe. What a stupid name. I do this all the time with my nose. In fact, I'm getting ready to because I'm going to sneeze. Nope, 15 yards. Unsportsmanlike conduct. I guess. I don't know. Rules, rules, rules. Let's take a look at social media and do the live. Am I not broadcasting to Twitter? Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, darn. Can I add that? Well, let's see if I can do it on my Twitter account real quick. So we'll go to YouTube. Simply Reliable Studios. Share via X. Enter. We are live. Can the Indiana Pacers, as the Thunder are being introduced, the starting lineup, there's Holmgren with Jalen Williams. Looks like I missed the entire starting lineup there. My bad. Can the Indiana Pacers force a Game 7 against the Oklahoma City Thunder? Hashtag yes, sirs. Hashtag let's go. Hashtag Thunder up. Not Thunder 7th win. If you got to do one hashtag, you got to do them all. Post. Let's get it started right here. Let's get it started. Ha! Let's get it. I used to love that song, especially when the Ice Dogs played. Giant flag as the Indiana Pacers mascot is being repelled by a line, just like Sting used to do. Pascal Siakam from Cameroon, standing 6'8". Aaron Nesmith, Vanderbilt. Miles Turner, Texas. Andrew Nemard, Gonzaga. And Tyrese Halliburton, Iowa State, as he takes the ice packs off of his calf. A sea of yellow. And Coach Rick Carlisle. The giant Pacers flag is being folded up. Game 1, Halliburton hits game winner. Game 2, Caruso and Wiggins step up. Game 3, Mathurin paces the way. Game 4, SGA delivers in the clutch. Game 5, Jalen Williams take over. Game 6, what will happen? And will there be a Game 7? Game 1? No, that's supposed to be game 6. Doggone it. Copy that. Delete that. Doggone it. How did I mess that up? YouTube app. Where is that? Okay, that's what I want. Share that to X. Enter, and paste. Thunder up, and yes, sirs. The Thunder control the tip-off, and we are underway. Holmgren misses the first shot. Hartenston follows up, and the Thunder lead 2-0. Nemard quickly loses the ball, and it will still be Pacer ball. And just before the inbounding shot, Hartenston gets called for a foul. Hartenston. I'm never going to get that guy's name right. Looks like he just barreled through everybody. So that's going to send Halliburton on a... Was that a technical? Yeah, Halliburton makes the first Pacer point. It's 2-1. And Pacers retain possession. Turner misses. Rebound, Thunder. Ball is loose. Pacers recover it. Halliburton goes for 3. Misses. Rebound, Thunder. Williams has it behind the 3-point line. Goes for 3. Misses. Rebound, Pacers. Halliburton to Siakam. Siakam versus Williams. Siakam goes around. Passes out to Turner. Turner misses the 3. Pacers get the rebound and retain possession. Halliburton to inbound. Another shot. Misses. Turner missed a brick. That was a brick. I hate that word, though. SGA coming up court. Taking it by himself. Loses the ball. Siakam recovers. Nemar recovers, actually. Halliburton behind the 3-point line. Dancing, singing around, driving in, jumps in, misses, rebound, but it's Thunder ball. Williams bringing the ball up court. Holmgren almost loses it. Dancing around, spinning in the paint, lays it up and in. 4-1 is the score. Turner driving in, lays it up, misses but gets fouled. Holmgren fouls Turner. Turner to the line. And he misses the first free throw. It's weird. The rebound after the first free throw counts as a rebound. It's a free throw. Second free throw is good. 4-2 is the score. Williams. Behind his back, driving in, lays it up, and in. 6-2 is the score. Halliburton. Laying up and in. Nope. Rebound Thunder. Dort to Williams. Williams going in. Gets fouled. Oh, Williams just dives in and dunks. Pacers are going to call a timeout. 8-2 is your score with 8:59 to go in the first. Don't know who got called on the foul, if there was one or not, but either way, it's an early timeout. When there's a timeout, we take a timeout. Be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All the wrestling. Still a little bit soon to it'll be quick, I guess. 4 points for Williams, 2 each for Holmgren and Hartenstein. God, I can't get his name right. And the only 2 points scored are Turner and Halliburton. Not much being done in the first, and I don't know what caused that stop, though. I called it a foul. I don't think it was a foul. We'll see what happens when the Pacers come back out of this timeout as they try to stay alive. Otherwise, who knows when I'm going to pop up again. Gotta go to work. Gotta go to work. Applebee's. All you can eat for $15.99? Really? Halliburton had that three, but he just missed. It was just a miss. He looks to be fine. I mean, he's moving fine. I don't see any. He's just missing. All right. Pacers after the timeout. Nemard getting buried by Williams for 3. Nope. Nesmith missed that one. Rebound Thunder. Holmgren finger roll layup, and it's in. 10-2. Halliburton looking in deep. That's Turner guarded by 3 guys. Rebound and in. Siakam makes a shot. 10-4. There were 3 Thunder around him at all times, and he went for it. Williams behind the 3-point line. Almost loses the ball. 3 seconds on the shot clock. He puts up a 3. Hits the rim. Rebound Pacers. Driving in. Draws the foul. Gets the bucket. 10-6 is the score. 3-point play coming up for the Pacers as Siakam gets fouled by Dort. Nice little desperation layup there by Siakam. He was falling, and it goes in. To complete the 3-point play. And he does. 10-7 is the score. Williams drives in, misses, rebound Pacers. Halliburton goes over to for 3. Nemard gets a 3, and the score is tied at 10. That's an 8-0 run. Well, not anymore. It's not. SGA makes a shot, making it 12-10. Halliburton, back to pass. Another 3. Got it. Nemard makes a 3, giving the Pacers the lead, 13-12. That fires up the crowd. Caruso to Williams. Williams dancing. Holmgren fakes a 3. In the paint, looking around, spinning around, trying not to travel. He did. Holmgren called for traveling. And Nemard makes a shot, making it 15-12. SGA with the ball. Dort over to Williams. Williams driving in. And Williams gets fouled by Nesmith. Although Williams looked like the one like he wanted to play Superman on that play. Williams is driving in. Nesmith is stopped. And Williams just plows right through him and lands on top of him. And Nesmith gets called with the foul? How? Somebody needs to explain this to me. That is no way that is a foul. I don't get it. Williams makes the free throw, making it 15-13. How was that a foul, folks? You gotta teach me something. Williams misses. Rebound goes to the Pacers. McConnell. Back to McConnell. To Toppin for three. It's good. Pacers with a 5-point lead, 18-13. Almost loses the ball. Hartenston got it. 18-15. Or 18-15 is the score. McConnell to Toppin to Halliburton. Halliburton for three. Misses. Rebound Thunder. Now they get it back. Toppin for three. Got it. Pacers have a 6-point lead. And the Thunder are, I thought the Thunder were going to call timeout at that. 4 turnovers so far for the Thunder. Hartenston to Caruso. Caruso loses the ball. Halliburton touched it last. How was this play? It was McConnell. McConnell with the steal. Gives it to Toppin. Toppin shoots the three. Williams banks it in, 21-17. McConnell. To Toppin. Toppin for three. No. Rebound Pacers. Halliburton from the top of the key. Got it. 3-pointer. 7-point lead for the Pacers. And the Thunder call time out. And they need it. 24-17 with 4:15 left to go in the first. Pacers with a 7-point lead as Halliburton's like, thank goodness. Let's bring up the stats right now. Williams with 7, Hartenston with 4, and Holmgren with 4, SGA with 2, Dort has none. No points from the bench. Pacers, 8 points from Nemard, 5 from Siakam, 4 from Halliburton, 1 from Turner, and Toppin with 6. Let's take a look at the team stats really quick. Thunder are shooting 8 of 13 for 61.5%. They tried 2 3-pointers and missed, and they're 50% on the free throw line. They've only taken 1 out of 2. Pacers are shooting 44.4% at 8 from 18, 5 from 11 in 3-point range at 45.5, and are 3 out of 4 at the free throw line, and 4 total turnovers for the Thunder and none for the Pacers. So there it is right there, and the Pacers lead 24-17. Again, the Pacers are trying to send this series back to Oklahoma City, and the Thunder are trying to finish it and be done. Save at Allstate. I don't know, man. It's still an issue. he ruined his car because he didn't close the roof in his car wash. Ha 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 ha. The Hyundai Elantra. Celebrity Family Feud is coming back. The Harlem Globetrotters and the Dallas Cowgirls. The Dallas Cowgirl cheerleaders on. Oh, there was a story on ABC News World Tonight that the cheerleaders are getting a giant raise. Here comes Caruso with the ball. Apparently, the cheerleading squad only made anywhere between 3-point attempt from the Thunder, no good. They only made between $200 and $400 per game throughout the season. And looks like McConnell is getting did McConnell get fouled there? I believe so. And McConnell's going to go to the line. Yes, Wallace fouled McConnell. Apparently now the cheerleading squad is going to make $1,600 per cheerleader per game. And he missed the first free throw. I mean, they are the most iconic and the most popular cheerleading group in the NFL. McConnell misses them both. SGA driving into the paint, gives it for a three and misses. And that was Wallace who missed. McConnell gets it back. Almost tried to go for the give and go. Wiggins fouls Toppin. And it looks like Halliburton is going to sit down for a bit. Toppin to the line to shoot two. First shot for Toppin is good. Pacers up by 8. Game 7, if necessary, Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Then Wednesday night, the draft. But maybe if I have a day off, I don't know. I haven't confirmed anything yet. Second one is good. 26-17. Pacers lead by 9. SGA to Wallace. Over to Wiggins. Back to SGA. SGA shoots. No, he missed. Rebound Pacers. McConnell. Over to Siakam. Three-pointer. No. Rebound Thunder. Ball went out of bounds. So the teams are going to go down to the opposite end. No, not. Caruso will inbound with 2:51 left to go. 8 points off the bench for the Pacers, nothing for the Thunder, and they miss. Pacers rebound. Nemard over to McConnell. Way over to Siakam. Siakam spins, shoots, misses. Rebound goes to Caruso. Oh! Thunder with a 3 with a pull-up shot. Makes it 26-20. Wiggins made that shot. He just stopped. Driving in. Toppin for 3. Nope. Rebound Thunder. SGA for 3. No. And Wallace fouls Siakam. He will go to the line and shoot 2. 1:42 left to go. Siakam to the line. First one is good. 27-20 is the score. Second one is good. 28-20. Pacers with an 8-point lead. SGA gets a screen, passes over to that was either Wallace or Wiggins. I couldn't tell which one. It was Wiggins. And then the ball got intercepted and sent out, so it's still Thunderball. Thunderball. Ooh, that almost looked like an SGA. That almost looked like a foul. (28-22) is the score. McConnell to Toppin. Back to McConnell. McConnell driving around. Up, over. It doesn't drop. It looked good, though. Final minute of play in the first. SGA intercepted by Matorin. Matorin all the way. Toppin with the finish. And the ball doesn't drop. Thunder get it back. SGA with it. He drives in. He's double teamed. He's triple teamed. He draws the foul. Siakam fouls SGA. Triple teamed. 3 guys. SGA to the line. 6-point lead by the Pacers. Only 4 points for SGA. First one's up. He missed. SGA with his second shot coming. It's good. 5-point lead, 28-23. 36.9 seconds left. Pacers have missed their last 5 shots. Why tell us that? Halliburton to Toppin. Toppin's all over. Now they've missed 6. Why would you put a stat like that up there? 15 seconds left. Thunder slowing things down, trying to get the last shot. 10 seconds left. 7, 6, 5. SGA driving. 4, 3. Bounces it in. 1.9 seconds left. Maturin launches. It goes to the top of the backboard. 28-25 is the score. The Pacers lead by 3. Try and get the stats in as best I can after this TV timeout.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All right, 28-25 as we're getting ready to start the second quarter. Williams and SGA with 7, Holmgren and Hardison with 4, Dort with nothing. 3 points from Wiggins on the bench for the Thunder. Nemard with 8, Siakam with 7, Halliburton with 4, Turner with 1, and Toppin off the bench with 8. On July 11th, the entire world will look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane, you'll see it in IMAX. So many summer movies out, and I haven't had a chance to go to the movies. The Colonel. God, fried chicken looks so good. $7 fill-ups. $7. Pacers start the ball at the second. Maturin gets a bit of a screen from Turner. Maturin for 3. Nope. Here comes Thunder. Here comes SGA. SGA driving in, steps back, shoots. Got it. The lead is 1, 28-27. McConnell lays it up and in and almost gets hit with a foul. Pacers now back up by 3. What's that call? I have no idea. SGA called for an offensive foul. There's McConnell playing up and in. Pacers with the ball. 11:05 to go. Fakes the 3. McConnell gets it back. McConnell driving. Up, shoot, in. Pacers have the lead by 5, 32-27. for three. He missed. Rebound. Pacers. That was Kendrick Williams. And what's the call here? What happened? What's the call? It looks like Williams. I saw a swipe. I don't know what happened. I saw a swipe and I saw Maturin stop dead in his tracks. If that was... I don't know what happened there, but I guess I don't know. Anyway, Pacers with the ball. Maturin to Turner for three. No good. Pacers get the rebound. Maturin has it. Turner has it. And Turner steps out of bounds with a turnover. I don't know what's happening here. 32-27 here. SGA in the paint, fakes a shot, shoots a shot, gets the 2 points. 32-29 is the score. McConnell to Turner. Turner driving in, misses the shot. Thunderball. Here's SGA getting that quick two. Williams with a quick turnaround, and the lead is 1, 32-31. And the Pacers are going to slow things down and call timeout, as they should. 32-31 is the score. 9:28 to go in the half. SGA with 11. Jalen Williams with 9. Holmgren and Hartenstein with 4 each. Wiggins with 3 on the bench. Nembhard with 8. Siakam with 7. Halliburton with 4. Turner with 1. Nesmith with nothing. Bench points for the Pacers is 12. 8 from Toppin and 4 from McConnell. As far as the stats so far, Thunder 14 of 25 at 56%. Only made 1 free throw so far, 1 out of 7, and they're 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Pacers are shooting at 33%, 10 out of 30, 5 out of 16 from the three-point line, 70% free throws, 6 turnovers for the Thunder, and only 1 from the Pacers. The Pacers are holding on right now. Let's take a look and see what's going on in social media land. Live tweets and everything. Sports. NBA portal. Don't like that. Rain delay questions. What? Why is this trending? I'd like to know. Can I sit behind home? What is all this? What? Okay. NBA Finals is what I want. Latest. There we go. That's not very nice to say. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Celebrity Edition on July 23rd. Let's see if I can bring up who's going to be Celebrity Family Feud announces star-studded season 11 lineup. Why not? I like Celebrity Family Feud. All right, Pacers with the ball after the timeout. McConnell shoots. Got it. Pacers up by 4. $35. Oh, nope, 34. That was a 2. I thought it was a 3. 34-31. Pacers up by 3. I thought it was a 3-pointer on that play, but I guess I was wrong on that. So go here, and Siakam fouls Williams, and Williams will go to the line. First shot is good. 34-32. Jalen Williams, 40 points in Game 5. Can he match that? He's got another point. That's 33 for the Thunder. Pacers up by 1. McConnell brings it up. Gives it to Halliburton. Gives it back to McConnell. McConnell tried for the 3 but couldn't get to it. Drives in. You were right under the basket. Desperation shot. That's a out of bounds turnover. Ball hit the corner of the backboard, so out. Thunder can take the lead on this possession. Jalen Williams loses the ball, and it goes back to the Pacers. McConnell shoots. Got it. Pacers extend the lead to 3. 36-33. Williams to Wallace. Loses the ball. Turnover. Halliburton steps back for 3. Got it. Pacers lead by 6. And Caruso gets called for an offensive foul. Oh, yeah, that's a flagrant. He's just flat out shoved him. Technical flagrant. Throw him out. Get rid of him. Like I know about fouls. Pacers with the ball. McConnell. Way behind the 3-point line. Driving in. Driving in again. Shoots. And it doesn't bounce in. But Bradley comes in with the cleanup and gives the Pacers an 8-point lead. And the Thunder are going to call timeout. 7-0 run for the Pacers. 41-33 is the score with 7:20 to go. All right, Celebrity Family Feud. The Housemaid versus the Real Housewives franchise. Okay. Martina McBride versus Patricia Arquette. Okay. Jennifer Hudson versus Taraji P. Henson. Leanne Morgan versus Lainey Wilson. Laverne Cox versus Diplo. The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders versus the Harlem Globetrotters. Lil Jon, yeah, versus Matt Rife. Matt Rife, the comic? Yeah, that is Matt Rife. Rich Eisen versus Dan Patrick in an ESPN matchup. General Hospital versus The Young and the Restless. That touches back on the classic when TV shows would go on Family Feud. Of course, I think there are only 3 soap operas left: General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, and The Young and the Restless. Steven Nadorskik versus Jordan Childs. Lil Rel Howery versus George Wallace. NFL Players Association defense versus NFL Players Association offense. Celebrity Chefs Carla Hall versus Bobby Flay. Jason Ritter versus Andy Richter. Fantasia Barrino versus Patti LaBelle. Vanessa Bayer versus Bridget Everett. Francia Raisa versus Kat Graham. Candy Barres Tucker versus Kyle Richards, and Michelle Buteau versus Normani. July 10th at 8 o'clock. What, no wrestling? No wrestlers on Celebrity Family Feud this season? What's wrong with you, ABC? All right, we can get rid of it. And then let's... Celebrity who wants to be a millionaire. We may have to go to the ABC website for that. Again, Game 7, if needed. And the way things are going right now, the Pacers are winning. Game 7, Sunday night. Let's see what happens after this timeout. Thunder with the ball. SGA. Driving, spinning, gives it to Holmgren for 3. It bounces out. McConnell with the rebound. 7 minutes to go. McConnell. Bounce pass. Another bounce. There's Toppin with the ball. To Nemard. Traveling? Really? Left foot? Yeah. Both feet moved. Once you stop moving, you can only move one, and you can't switch. You're locked on your left foot, you can't go to your right foot, or both feet move. SGA loses the ball. Pacers get it on a steal. Toppin, driving in. Misses. Rebound. Pacers. McConnell to top it again to Nemard. Nemard for three. Nope. He missed. Thunder with the ball. Almost a steal. Almost a turnover. Holmgren. Driving in. Misses. Rebound. Loose ball. Who's got it? The Pacers have it. Here come the Pacers. Hands it off. Misses the shot. Foul. Holmgren fouls Bradley. Tony Bradley's in the game. 5 minutes and 48 seconds. McConnell's telling the crowd to wake up. Look at that. Balls everywhere. Bouncing all over the place. Tony Bradley at the line, shooting two. 8-point lead by the Pacers. Now it's 9. Can the Pacers get a double-digit lead? 42-33 is the score. His head snapped back on that play. For a 10-point lead. No! Rebound! Nope. No rebound. Thunder ball. Here come the Thunder. Williams to SGA. Hartenson goes for the alley-oop and they miss. Nemard on the rebound, coming back for three. Got it. Pacers have a 12-point lead. 45-33. They lead by 12. SGA with the ball. Driving in. Misses. Gets fouled. Nesmith gives them a 12-point lead. It was Nesmith who made that last shot. There's the alley-oop. He just stuffed it. Puts his hands on his head like, I can't believe that happened. Nesmith from the corner. 12-point lead, SGA to the line with 5:07 to go. First shot is good. 45-34. Somebody has the Halliburton choke shirt right in the front row. Second shot is good. 10-point lead. 45-35. For three. It missed. Thunder coming up. SGA with it. Driving in. Into the paint. Passes out to Dort. Falls to the ground. Rebound. Thunder. Loses the ball. Loses the ball again. Thunder recover. Steal. Halliburton. For three. They got it. 48-35. 13-point lead. Thunder call time out. 48-35 as Nesmith makes another three-pointer. As the Thunder try to slow things down.
And now for a taste of things to come.
The vampires are coming. I apologize for not turning off my camera. Excuse me while I do that, while I sit back down. Got called down to dinner. Pizza. What did I miss? We're going back to commercial? Going back to commercial. Didn't miss much. 48-35. Thunder call timeout. Turner gets fouled. Pacers call timeout. Okay, so there you go. Please forgive me as I have my dinner. It's Domino's. Hi, Caitlin Clark. Play under review. What play is it? Excuse me while I turn off my microphone. So the play was between Hartenson and Turner. It was called a foul, but the contact was minimal. It wasn't that important. So the challenge is successful for the Pacers. So they get the ball. $13-point lead for the Pacers. For three. Nope. Thunder get the rebound. Williams for three. Nope. Rebound Thunder. Nope. Rebound Pacers. Turn that down just a tiny little bit. Siakam driving in. Quick shot. Got it. Pacers are at 50. Nesmith also got fouled, so it's a 3-point play. 15-point lead for the Pacers. Mushrooms. Delish. To complete the 3-point play, yes. Pacers at 51, Thunder at 35. It's a 16-point lead. A 17-2 run for the Pacers. Williams driving in, and it goes. 51-37. Nemard. Nemard driving in. Got it. 53-37. Less than 3 minutes to go. SGA. Got it. 53-39. Long three from Halliburton, and he hits. 56-39. Holmgren gets blocked. And a turnover. Halliburton spinning around. Almost loses the ball, and he does. As Dort fouls Halliburton. Not in the act of shooting, though. There's the foul. No, that's not the foul. I must be ahead. There's a layup, and it bounces in. Pacers at 58. 19-point lead. Williams. Drives it in and count it and gets the foul. 58-41. Jalen Williams headed to the line for a three-point play. So Dort did foul. Caruso blocked Turner's shot. Then Siakam made the two to make it 58-39. And Williams just got this play to go for a three-point play. With 1:46 to go, he gets it. 58-42 is the score. 19 bench points for the Pacers, only 3 for the Thunder. Halliburton driving with the layup. Got it. Pacers are at 60. $12 points for Halliburton right now. Williams driving, passes to Holmgren. Holmgren down on 6 on the shot clock. Loses the ball. That's a turnover. Halliburton fakes the three. Driving in. Spins over Caruso. Ball doesn't drop and no foul called. 50 seconds left in the half. And that's a turnover. Halliburton recovers. And the dunk. Siakam. 62-42. It's a 20-point lead. 12 turnovers for the Thunder. 30 seconds left to go in the half. SGA drives and misses, and it doesn't go. Thunder would get the rebound. Holmgren misses. 13 seconds left. Three, two, one. Shot is good to make it 64-42 at halftime. $22-point lead by the Pacers. with a bit of a buzzer beater there at the end. Reggie Miller there. All right, friends, it is halftime. Get your meals in, get your drinks in. The Pacers are up by 22 points. Possibly. I'll think about that. So we're going to take a halftime break while I have a quick snack for dinner. And we'll go Pacers 64, Thunder 42. Thunder leads series 3-2. Be right back after a quick break for dinner and a movie, sort of. Get the halftime stats.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All righty. Let's take a look at the stats. $16 points for Jalen Williams, 15 points for SGA, 4 points for Holmgren and Hartenstein, no points for Dort, and only 3 points off of the bench from Wiggins. For the Pacers, 13 points for Siakam, 12 points for Halliburton, 10 points for Nemard, 9 points from Nesmith, and 1 point from Turner. 8 points each from Toppin and McConnell, and 3 points off the bench from Bradley. The Thunder are shooting 17 of 39, 43.6% from the field goal, only 1 out of 11 from three-point range. And they have made 7 of 9 on the free throw line. Pacers are at 23 of 52, 44.2%, 9 of 24 from the three-point line, and 9 of 13 from the free throw line. 12 turnovers from the Thunder and only 2 from the Pacers. And a 22-point lead is the biggest from the Pacers. All right, let's take a look at some tweets. Ever seen a dead body, Kendrick Perkins? Okay. Caruso for Finals MVP. Yeah, right. Are you serious? Come on. No. They're going to give it to SGA and give him the MVP sweep regardless of what happens. Oh, wow. How fixed is the NBA Finals? Indiana is up by 20. The NBA will do anything to have a Game 7. Renegade sent me something earlier when John Cena hosted the ESPYs, okay? In his monologue, in his opening monologue, he stated, and of course I know he was going for laughs, but he said that football and basketball are similar to the WWE, alluding that wrestling is fake. And of course, Cena called out LeBron, saying that he was a good guy and then he was a bad guy and then he was a good guy again. Okay? Prove to me it's fake. Prove to me it's fixed. How about the Pacers are playing because they're playing as their playoff career is depending on it? It's not like the coaches and the GMs and the upper executives of the NBA teams all got together and said, okay, we want a Game 7 with the executives from ABC in a chance. Come on. Show me that is a possibility. You would then upend the entire sports history on that is televised. And somebody else has put that when a picture on social media that when the Pacers were in the back in the hallway huddling up and possibly asking for a blessing or a prayer of some kind. It looks like Siakam has rolled his eyes in the back of his head like the Undertaker, and they're saying that's why that the Pacers are up by 22 points because of some kind of secret power. Seriously? Come on, social media. You can do a lot better than that. What I'd also like to know is how cool other streamers have that they have all that fancy stuff going. I don't know how to do that stuff. So if you can teach me that stuff, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, second half getting ready to start. Let me take down my banner and my ticker on the bottom as we get ready to start the second half. And Nesmith is going to start off the second half with the ball. Pacers have the ball. Thunder will get the ball in the fourth quarter. 22-point lead. Uh-oh. Nemhard almost lost the ball there. He gets it back, though. Siakam spinning around in the paint. Fades back, shoots, misses. And Williams with the rebound. Or was that Dort? That was Dort. SGA in the corner. Caruso gets the ball again. And Halliburton almost steals that one. Dort fakes twice for the three and misses. Halliburton has it as the Pacers come up. Nemhard gets hit by Caruso. No foul is called. Seven seconds on the shot clock. Turner looking to shoot, gets it up, hits the rim. Thunder coming up the court. Williams to Dort. Dort for three. Nope. Turner for three. Nope. SGA almost loses the ball, and he does. That ball was bouncing all over the place. Halliburton for three. Nope. Everybody's missing. 10 minutes to go in the third. Caruso under the rim, about to Dort, out to Williams, who misses. Everybody's missing to start the third quarter. And that's a foul. That's a foul from Dort. Inbound. Driving, lays it up. No, another miss. Holmgren, no, Hartenson to Caruso. A block. Thunder get the ball back. How many misses has that been? Not one single score. Siakam misses, Dort misses, Turner misses, Dort misses, Turner misses, Halliburton misses, Williams at 7, 8, Siakam, Holmgren 9, Nesmith 10. There was the 10th miss. Holmgren 11 misses. What's the record for most misses in a quarter? Halliburton almost loses the ball. Halliburton, the Pacers have the ball with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. 11 misses to Nemard. 12 misses. Rebound goes back to the Pacers. And a block. Loose ball foul on Nesmith. "12 misses to open a quarter. Unbelievable." Watch him say that's fixed too. SGA. Dort for 3. That was an air ball. 13 misses. Nobody is making a shot. And SGA fouls. Not in the act of shooting, though. "14 misses. Halliburton. I counted 13. I must have missed a miss. Halliburton fakes the long 3, gets the ball back, shoots, and finally scores. 66-42. And now the Thunder want to call timeout. 66-42 is the score. As Halliburton finally I'm going to go over that again. I want to. Siakam misses to start. Dort misses. That's 2. Turner misses 3. Dort misses 4. Turner misses 5. Halliburton 6. Jalen Williams 7. Siakam 8. Holmgren 9. Nesmith 10. Nembhard 11. Dort 12. Yeah, I counted 12. According to ESPN. I want to make sure. Siakam, Dort, Turner, Dort again, Turner, Halliburton, Jalen Williams, Siakam, Holmgren, Nesmith, Nembhard, Dort. Yeah, I counted. Yeah, ESPN's counting 12. They're saying it's 14, so I don't know where they're getting their counts from, but indeed, Emmanuel, if things stay the same right now, I will see you all Sunday night for the definitive Game 7. And I still have halftime written on the on the mini board 9000. All right, and we can close that out. Let's see if anyone's on social media making fun of that. This is some bad basketball, about 8 positions of chucking threes. I don't know how ESPN counted 12, but and they say it's over 14, so who knows? Seth Rogen on Jimmy Kimmel Live. I haven't been keeping up on the late night talk shows. All right. Looks like SGA is going to bring it up. SGA misses. Rebound goes to the Pacers. And Turner with the dunk home. 68-42. A 26-point lead. Williams double teamed and gets fouled. Yep. Nemard with a foul. Just hand him the points. He didn't even look. He just and then he walked away and Turner just dunks it home. SGA. Step back, shoot. Nope. Long pass. And Shepard makes a shot to give the Pacers 70. And the Thunder are going to call timeout again as the Pacers lead by 28 points. Be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All the wrestling. +2 for inflation because of the price hike goes to stats. Very funny. 28-point lead. Now I'm curious. Biggest NBA Finals comeback. The biggest comeback in NBA Finals history occurred on June 12th, 2008, in a matchup between the Lakers and the Celtics. The Celtics made a 24-point comeback, which is the biggest in NBA Finals history since 1971. Well, if the Thunder can come back and win this game, they will have set the record. Why not? Let's do the other one. Hold on. Biggest win in NBA Finals history. The largest margin of victory in NBA Finals history was achieved by the Chicago Bulls, who held the Utah Jazz to 54 points in Game 3 of the 1998 NBA Finals. Well, the Thunder only need 16 points for that. So I don't think that one's going to be broken anytime soon. Thunder missed 18 of last 21 field goal attempts. SGA with the alley-oop. Thunder at 44. Pacers at 70. Halliburton shoots for 3. He missed. Rebound goes back to the Pacers. Halliburton has it. And that's a bad pass. And Halliburton fouls Hartenstein. The largest margin of victory in an NBA Finals game is 42, achieved by Jordan and the Bulls in Game 3 of the 1998 NBA Finals. So they're at 26. Hartenstein makes 1, so that makes it 25. .623 left to go. Pacers lead is 25 points. Oh, McConnell made the sign of a cross. How nice. Second one is good. 70-46 is the score. Pacers, McConnell driving in, fakes the shot. Toppin for 3. Yes. 73 points. 27-point lead. That was a foul. Turner fouls Hartenstein. Hartenstein going back to the line. Toppin. First one is good. Thunder at 47. Second is good. 25-point lead, 73-48. Toppin driving in. Oh, bad pass, but a foul. Oh, no. Toppin called for charging. That's a turnover. SGA driving in. And Turner fouls him. SGA to the line. Now, what was that game between the Timberwolves? Okay, that was game 3 when the Timberwolves won by 40, but that was the conference finals, not the NBA finals. SGA at the line. First shot was good. Second shot is good. Thunder have reached 50. Thunder only have 2 timeouts left. McConnell spins and gets fouled. No, he stepped out of bounds. No, Hartenson fouled him. No. Oh, no. Technical foul on Bradley as he hit Hartenson. McConnell inbounds. Hartenson kind of gave him a shove to have him go out of bounds, and then he just clocked him and walked away. It was just a shove. It wasn't a full-on punch. SGA makes the technical free throw. Thunder should retain possession. Yeah, it wasn't even a punch. That was just like a shove. I mean, Hartenson's got him by the jersey. I mean, so it's almost warranted. It was like an elbow. It wasn't that bad.
I'll give you an elbow to where? The ribs, the face, the nose?
Help! Dory Lewis trying to attack me! Help!
If I was trying to, it wouldn't be a try, it would be done.
Love you too.
Going back to my room.
All right, I start at 10 tomorrow. I have to be at 10, so. She was going to give me an elbow. I do not condone violence during these live streams. Stat Girl says hi, everybody. Love her to death. You all saw that, right? Y'all heard that, right? I mean, let's see what's being said about that elbow. Let's see here. Let's see. Pacer fans have no room to chant, "Ref, you suck." Maybe if they called the foul on Hartenson, it wouldn't have resulted in this. Hart got away with a jersey grab, and the ref fell for his flopped-induced fall. Oh, my gosh. Thunder with the ball after the technical foul. Down by 22 for 3. Got it. As Isaiah Joe makes it 73-54. The lead is now 19. Thunder on an 8-0 run. McConnell gives it to Nemard. And Joe fouls Nemard. Now, see, I saw Nemard running into Joe. I don't get it. If he's locked in and he takes the brunt of it, then Nemard should be fouled, or should be charged with a foul, not Joe. If he's locked in, if that's the way it works, I don't know. Pacers get the first three free throw to make it a 20-point game. Next one bounces in, 75-54. As Halliburton's just sitting on the bench with a brace on. SGA driving in, tries to draw the foul, doesn't get it, passes off, gets the ball back. SGA in the paint, shoots, got it. Lead is now 19, 75-56. And Nemard fouled him in the act of shooting, so SGA to complete the three-pointer. I don't see how that's a foul, though. I don't see it. SGA completes the three-point play, 75-57. Maybe during the offseason I'll learn what a foul is, because it's just shocking to me. McConnell. Nemard for 3. Got it. 78 for the Pacers. 21-point lead. Toppin with the turnover. McConnell. Back to McConnell. Over to Toppin. Back to McConnell. Loses the ball. Everyone's jumping on it, and they're going to call it jump ball. There's that 3. $15 points for Andrew Nemard. And so they're going to jump the ball because everybody was trying to get possession of it. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Thunder ball. $14 turnovers for the Thunder. SGA loses the ball. Pacers pick it up. McConnell shoots, misses, rebound, Thunder. 3.5 to go in the third. SGA driving in, misses. We're going back to missing shots again. Nemard drives in, draws the foul, misses the shot. Williams charged with a foul. Nemard to the line to shoot 2. First one's good. Pacers at 79. The 2K26 Summer League in Las Vegas. July 10th through the 20th. And then we're makes them both. The Pacers up by 23 as the Pacers hit 80. Misses. Ball will go to the Pacers. Three minutes to go. McConnell driving around the baseline. And that was Shepard who missed. Caruso to Williams. Back to Caruso. Caruso dancing around. Now Williams has got it. Williams is going to take a free throw and misses. There have been so many misses in this third quarter. But the Pacers are still winning. Siakam shoots, misses again. All over, and the ball is loose, and the Pacers come up with it. Toppin goes in for the dunk and can't finish the dunk. He gets fouled by Wiggins. SGA just sitting there waiting to come in. SGA just chilling. First one by Toppin is good, 81-57. Second one's no good. Caruso with the rebound. 1:53 to go in the third. SGA looking to pass. Fakes the three. Caruso for three. Bounces out. "90 seconds left in the quarter. McConnell wanted to go for a three. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Siakam for three. Got it. 84-57. 27-point lead. 9-0 run for the Pacers. 1 minute to go. Dort has it. Dort goes for a long three and makes it. 84-60. That was Dort's first shot of the game. First three-pointer or two. McConnell spinning around. Toppin gets by the defender, shoots, and makes it. 87-60 is the score. Final 30 seconds of the quarter. SGA. Caruso. Long three misses by Wiggins. Pacers have the ball. They're going to play for the final shot. Out the top and for three. No. Pacers get it back. And a three-point buzzer beater by Shepard gives the Pacers a 30-point lead at the end of the third quarter. as Ben Shepherd lets it fly. The ball just left his hand just before the triple zeros. 90-60. How many more points will they score? How many more points will they win by? Because it is looking like we're going to game 7. There is no way they're going to give up a 30-point lead in 12 minutes. Stranger things have happened, though, because now that I've said it, I've probably jinxed the team. TV timeout. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All right, as we get ready to start the fourth, the Thunder have scored the fewest points through 3 quarters this season at 60. Rihanna is Smurfette in a new Smurf movie? On July 18th, we have a new Smurfs movie. Wow. I don't even know what a movie is. I don't even remember what the last movie I went and saw was. Kyson Wallace makes the first shot of the fourth quarter, 90-62. McConnell driving in, spins around, shoots, answers back. Lead is 30, 92-62. As Kendrick Williams, or no, that was Wallace who made that miss. Siaka missed the 3 as well. Thunder. McConnell fouls Kendrick Williams on that last play. So Kendrick Williams is going to go to the line to shoot 2. The starters for the Pacers are sitting out right now. It's a 30-point lead. First one is a miss. First shot's a miss. Second one is a miss as well. Pacers, how big can their lead get? They're at 30 right now. Driving in, almost a bad pass. And Jalen Williams fouls Nesmith. First shot is no good. Second shot bounces in. Pacer lead is 31, 93 to 62. Three-pointer for the Thunder. Nope. Pacers just going around. Shoot. Doesn't drop. Toppin almost gets away with a steal. Long three-pointer is good. And the Pacers call timeout? Really? They're going to call a timeout after that when you're up by 28 points? I don't see why. 93 to 65 is the score. That's a dumb timeout. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think that was a dumb call to make. They made a third Megan movie. Oh my gosh. So many movies, so little time. There's still 10 minutes left in the game, but I'm questioning why they made that timeout. I don't get it. I mean, it's all about slowing momentum down, but I mean, it's 31 points now turned 28. I don't know. If I didn't have to work tomorrow morning, I would wake up first thing in the morning, turn on ESPN, watch First Take, and listen to Stephen A. Smith say why he thought the Thunder would win this game. Before I take out the trash tonight, and like I said I would, I want to see how he's going to explain this. All the stats have pretty much been thrown out the window. One game is going to determine this championship, and it's going to be on Sunday night. In fact, there should be a new rule in the NBA, okay? If a series goes a full 7. Home court advantage gets thrown out the window. You go right in the middle between the two teams that are playing. You find a neutral ground in between Oklahoma City and Indianapolis. You find the closest high school gym or any basketball court you can find, and you say neutral ground. Because there could be a lot of people that would say, oh, if we go to game 7, the Thunder have the advantage. The Thunder are going to win because they're at home. Because following a loss, the Thunder never lose. It's only happened twice. They're going to put that stat up Sunday night. I guarantee it. That stat is going to come up, that this is going to say that the Thunder have only lost twice in back-to-back games. Well, there you go, folks. Game over. The Thunder are going to win the NBA Finals because of that. The Pacers have only lost once in back-to-back games. All those stats are going to come up. Back from the timeout, Siakam almost loses the ball. He shoots, it doesn't go. Fakes the 3, drives in with a layup, and that's probably a shooting foul, I think. Nesmith fouled Jalen Williams. So Williams to this free throw line. He makes the first one. 93-66 is the score. Second one is no good. Pacers get the rebound, 9:25 to go. McConnell gets it. That's 95 for the Pacers. 29-point lead. For 3, no. As Joe misses that one. There's a steal. And Shepard fouls Wiggins. So the Thunder are probably already – the Thunder should be starting the planning for this next game. First free throw is good, 95-67. You know, they'll fly back to Oklahoma City tonight. The fans will be there 2-3 o'clock in the morning. 95-68 as a free throw is good. And that's loyalty. You can't hate on that. Maturin with the ball right now at 8:40 to go. McConnell shoots, got it. 97-68 is the score. For 3, Dort, got it. 97-71. Maturin with the ball to Siakam. And that's a bad pass and a turnover. And the ball bouncing all over. Pacers get it back. And Maturin with the dunk home makes it 99-71. 7:30 left to go, and that's a steal and a turnover. Can the Pacers hit the 100 mark for 3? No, it bounces out. Joe gets fouled by Shepard. As Shepard's the one who they both crashed to the ground on that one. Rick Carlisle led Mavericks to 2011 NBA championship. So I think the scenario is going to be this. Obviously, and this all could still change in 7 minutes. We don't know. But still, it's more than likely, I think, the teams are going to go to the hotel, get their stuff ready. Free throw is good, 99-72. They'll fly into Oklahoma City, have a couple practices, team meetings, media, all that good stuff. Previews throughout the weekend, vlogs, podcasts, the whole nine. Second free throw is good, 99-73. Game day will come up on Sunday. The media will be there, throwing every little detail out. McConnell misses, 7 minutes to go. Then 8 o'clock three-pointer attempt is no good. Then those stats will come up. Toppin gets fouled. Toppin gets fouled by Dylan Jones. 6:50 to go in the game. That'll come up. The analysts will probably pick the Thunder to win. And if that's their opinion, that's their opinion. All the advantages are going to go to the Thunder in Game 7 because it's in Oklahoma City, because they've only lost twice. They'll mention the momentum of the Pacers. They'll still mention the strain to Halliburton's right calf. They'll mention all that. As the free throw is good, that puts the Pacers at 100 points. And we'll see where it goes. And that's a steal. Siakam loses the ball, and it goes out of bounds. I want to wait and see what's going to happen in Game 7, and I'm going to call it. Bottom line. I'll still read the tweets. I'll still read all the stuff. I'll talk about it at work. McConnell misses. Rebound. Pacers miss again. Thunder have the ball. 6:15 left to go. Joe to Jones. Gets it in. Thunder at 75. Toppin. For 3. That was like an air ball. Thomas Bryant missed that. And the Pacers are going to call timeout. Why? Why are the Pacers calling timeout? 100-75 with 5:44 left to go. Just let the game play out so we can go to bed. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. Why call timeout? I don't know. To continue on with this. Be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All the wrestling, all the wrestling, all the wrestling. I haven't done any stats lately. Ha ha ha. My bad. Let's take a look and see what we got here. SGA with 21. Jalen Williams with 16. Isaiah Hartenson with 10. Chet Holmgren with 4. And Dort with 3. On the bench for the Thunder, Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins have 5. Jalen Williams has 4. Kenrick Williams has 3. Oh, there's Jalen and Jalen. There's 2 Jalen Williams, Jaylin and Jalen. Wallace is 2, and Dylan Jones has 2. For the Pacers, Siakam with 16. Nembhard with 17. Siakam with 16. Halliburton with 14. Nesmith with 10. Turner with 3. Toppin with 16 on the bench. McConnell with 12. Shepard with 7. Bradley with 3. And Maturin with 2. Now, no more timeouts. Let the rest of the game play out, please. 5:29 left to go in the game. SGA with 8 turnovers of his own. Game 7 will be Sunday. 3-pointer from the Thunder is good as Jalen Williams, Jalen Williams, gets a 3-pointer. 78 for the Thunder, 100 for the Pacers. Maturin for 3. No. Thunder lay it up and in. They're down by 20. As Dylan Jones makes it 100-80. Toppin shoots. Got it. 102-80. 4:35 to go. Driving up and in, and he misses. Lays it up and in, misses. Rebound Pacers. Toppin shoots. Got it. 104-80. Halliburton laughing and waving his towel. Thunder miss. And a dunk by the Thunder. 104-82. Three-pointer from Shepard, and he misses. Crowd chanting for defense. 3:28 to go. Three-pointer attempt from the Thunder, no good. Thunder lead 104-82. And Maturin is just going to slow things down a little bit. He has that right. I mean, there's only 3 minutes left. Foul is called as Jalen Williams, Jay fouls Thomas Bryant. That's going to send Bryant to the free throw line. First shot is no good. The police are outside the arena. There's going to be a party in Indianapolis outside Gainbridge Fieldhouse tonight because the Pacers are still alive. Free throw's good. Pacers at 105. Ball goes out of bounds. That's a turnover. A.J. Mitchell couldn't hold on to the ball. 2:48 to go. James Johnson. Let everybody else play now since the Pacers have had a lead. Maturin for 2 got blocked. They've gone into their reserves to let everybody play. Thunder will inbound. Joe for 3. Ousmane Dieng made his first appearance. Pacers are going to slow things down again. Ball goes out of bounds. Pacers lose the ball there with 2 minutes and a second left on the clock. I'm hoping Game 7 is not a blowout. I want to see a close game. I really do. Thunder lay it up and in, 105-84. Maturin to Furphy. To Johnson, who shoots. Yeah, he missed. .123 left to go. Dieng with a 3, and it's good. 105-87. 18-point lead. Maturin to Bryant, who answers with a 3 of his own to give it a 21-point lead with 57 seconds left. And what's the conversation? They're challenging and looking at the shot. Something's under review. Let me turn my microphone off here so I can hear this. I think they're challenging the spot where the it's Ron Artest. I'll say it. He was born Ron Artest. This meta world peace thing is over. Okay, meta world peace. But still, I could get into a lot of trouble with that, so I'll apologize too. James Johnson's been ejected for what? What happened? What? I have no idea. Why are they ejecting James Johnson? For what? What did he say? What did he do? I don't know. He must have said something because they kicked him out. I get kicked off the air, I guess. $108 to 88, Thunder for 3, and they got it. That makes it 108 to 91. As don't know who made that last 3-pointer. And the Pacers are just going to hold on to the ball. Toppin's going to bounce it around. They're just going to do a shot clock violation. Yes. And the Thunder are going to inbound. And they're just going to come down as the final 10 seconds tick away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final score, Pacers 108, Thunder 91. There's your final score. Of course, the graphic did pop up that the Thunder are 18-2 following a loss. So they put that graphic up now. I would like to know why James Johnson got a technical. I have no idea about that. As the Pacer girls or the cheerleading squad, I don't know what they are officially called. Let's see. Yep, that looks like a good picture to put up. Even though it's got the ESPN logo in it. If I could block out the ESPN logo, perhaps. Let's see if I can get this. I want to get this picture. I want to get this picture. Come on. There it is. All right. So let's see if I can do some quick editing here. We'll do that. And get rid of that. And trim that down like that. And trim that there. And go a tiny bit over. Okay, that works. And we'll share this to Messenger and chats. We'll send that to that. And we'll click on that. And we'll copy that. And we'll show that. All right, and I'm going to leave that up for the post game. Photo courtesy from ESPN that I won't be putting up right now. I want to declare that this picture comes from ESPN off of their ESPN social media page. This picture is from, let me confirm that. I want to make sure to say that. Yep, off of the ESPN social media account. Game 7, it is official. There you go. Oh, we're not getting the post game because we're going to the live weather. Doggone it. It's probably on ESPN anyway. All right, let me quickly throw out the stats, and we'll call it a night. Final stats: 16 for Jalen Williams, Jaeln, 21 from SGA, 16 from Williams, 10 Hardiston, 7 Holmgren, or 4 for Holmgren, and 3 for Dort. Off the bench, Isaiah Joe, 11, Jalen Williams, 7, Aaron Wiggins, 5, Dylan Jones, 4, Ousmane Dieng and Kenrick Williams, 3, and Cason Wallace and AJ Mitchell, 2. For the Pacers, 17 for Nembhard, I'm never going to get his name right. Siakam with 16, Halliburton with 14, Nesmith 10, and Turner with 3. Toppin did the best on the bench with 20. TJ McConnell at 12. Shepard at 7. Bryant at 4. And Bradley at 3. And Maturin at 2. Overall team stats, 41.9% field goal percentage for the Thunder, 8 of 30 from 3-point range, 21 of 26 from the line. Pacers, 38 of 92, 41.3%, 15 of 42 from the 3-point line, and 17 of 25 from the free throw line. 21 total turnovers from the Thunder, only 11 from the Pacers. And the biggest lead was 31 points. The Thunder did lead by 8 at one point. So that's going to make it official. Game 6 is in the books. Game 7 will be Sunday night at 8 o'clock. So again, I invite everybody to come back and watch as we finally put the NBA season to bed. What's going to happen? Who knows? I basically ranted on it through the entire end of the fourth quarter. The stat has already come up that the Thunder are 18-2 after a playoff loss. So take that as you will. Press conferences are going to be crazy. Stories are going to be coming out left and right. There's going to be at least 2 days of media. More than likely, the fans are probably already at the Oklahoma City airport waiting for the plane to meet the team, and that's team loyalty. You can't hate on that. Again, I invite everybody to come back Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Maybe I'll even hit up Noah Foster, because this is Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Of all the games to watch, this is the one. The O'Brien Trophy will be in Oklahoma City. The question is, who is going to raise it up? Will it be the Thunder? Will it be the Pacers? The Pacers have the momentum. The Thunder have the stats. That's all I can say on that. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all Sunday night. I love you all. Stat Boy out. Swish.